So, 8,132 euros 24 cents is what we did in the last 7 days for this exact client without spending a crazy amount of money on ads, with no dropshipping structure, and this is not your average dropshipping store. We have profit margins above 60%, and we're selling in a niche that has been around for over 12 years, meaning that this is no trending product. This is just the beginning of a large scale. We have clients that have been selling this exact niche, doing 4K every 2 to 3 days, 1K days, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Before we jump into the video, let me break down what exactly this is not going to be. This is not going to be your average dropshipping store where we basically test out dropshipping products from AliExpress, see what works, whatever is working, whatever is bringing in sales, we then build a store around. We do not sell around trends. We want to build a brand that's long lasting. We do not want to die out in the next 2 to 3 months and then build a new business around a new product that is only going to last another few months and then over and over again. We do not use the classic dropshipping store ad structure, meaning building a store, running ads, see if it works. If it doesn't work, we stop it. If it works, we use it for 1 to 2 months. After that, if it doesn't work out, we just jump onto another trend. This is a dead business model. Do not do this. Next off, we don't use any fancy mechanisms in the ads. We just use logic and marketplaces that are proven to work, allowing us to have a baseline of around 5 to 7K every single month. Yes, you have heard correctly. I have a mechanism that you will fully understand, and you will fully be able to implement the exact mechanism to generate another 5 to 7K either as a baseline or on top to what you're currently doing with your exact product niche. And of course, stop watching all of these fake gurus telling you about info that's not working. They have never actually been selling anything online. So stop watching all of this false information. It's just misleading you. Of course, keep watching me because I'm the only real guy in this exact niche, and I've helped over 200 people building their own watch brand in the e-com space, achieving an average of high 5-figure results, and even people doing multiple 6 figures every single month. So with that being said, you already understood what bad products are. Everything that's basically listed on AliExpress is straight up nonsense. It doesn't work, it's overworked, people can just copy and paste you. You're not really solving any problems right here. You're basically just selling something, hoping that you're going to generate sales, but hoping when it comes to business is not the horse that you want to bet on. What you actually want to be selling in is an actual proven to work system. It's going to allow you to have profit margins above 55%. These exact products are more likely known as Seiko. So let me break down exactly how it works, what exactly doesn't work, and how exactly you can start building in this exact niche. So most people know Seiko as basically these watches that look like this. They basically have the AP casings, the Nautilus casings, they even have the Seiko logo on dial. The huge issue with that is, yes, it might sell, but the thing is, if you're selling a watch like this, you're basically directly going against the trademark of the big brands, meaning you're selling and counterfeit, meaning you're basically selling something that's illegal. So never do this when it comes to building your own watch brand in the e-com space. Instead, what you want to be doing is using the exact designs that my community has access to. I have a one-on-one community where everyone gets access to fully own white label designs that I have created for everyone to use. What they can then add their own logo on the dial and have no issues with platform bans, no issues with the trademarks. So what we're doing right here is we're getting inspired by bigger companies, but then using our own designs, which I have fully customized. So this means you don't have to hold any inventory, you do not have to customize anything, you don't have to draw any drawings of watches, you don't have to understand anything about watches. The only thing you have to do is basically create a logo like right here and then put it onto the watches. And we have over 400 different options when it comes to these watches, so you really have a great variety of different watches that you will be able to sell. These exact watches, I've made multiple videos explaining exactly why watches outperform everything in the e-com space. I can simply just link that right here. It's gonna be a little eye that pops up. You can watch out that video. I will explain exactly why the whole e-com dropshipping space is basically dying out and how you can go against it by selling the proper products, which is only going to be these products. If you're interested into understanding more exactly why these products outperform everything, simply check out that video. Once you understood why this is basically outperforming everything, it comes to the conclusion, okay, how exactly do I sell these products? How exactly can I use the 4-phase model that I talked about in the beginning of this video to generate another 5 to 7K every single month on top to my current revenue, or basically as a baseline of me just starting out? What you have to understand is we do not only want traffic from Shopify, because on Shopify we don't have any people that know our brand. We have to generate traffic with either paid ads or basically organics. Then these people go onto our Shopify site, and from there they either shop or don't shop. What we want to have is a marketplace that consistently has traffic, and they basically are being paid for us getting in results. This might now sound like, what exactly is this? This would be too good to actually be true, but this marketplace is actually existing. It's called eBay. eBay has over 150 million active users every single day scrolling on their platform wanting to buy products. Yes, you have heard correctly, 150 million people. The great part about this is eBay allows us to instantly see results or basically orders. But why is that? This is the most powerful tool ever, and no one is talking about it because no one actually knows truly deeply how e-com works the proper way. eBay has this option where you're able to promote your products, meaning you can go in a potential partnership with eBay. So when you create your own listing, this right here is a listing, as you can see on eBay, but this is totally wrong. Never list like this. As you can see right here, this is absolutely going against trademark. But you can see this guy is doing everything basically wrong, not having the proper structure, but he's still having 125 orders with around 200 euros. So he did multiple, around 40k, and this account was only 2 months old. So you see, watches in general sell. Now it's just important to have the proper structure. This guy doesn't even have good pictures. So just imagine what would be possible if you actually had the proper structure and the proper layout in this exact niche. When you create an eBay listing, of course not one like this, actually one that's not going against trademark issues, you will have the opportunity to then activate promotion. Promotion basically works like this. If, for example, you upload an article for 200 euros and you tell eBay, hey, I want to do promotion, I will give you guys 10%. You do not pay them 10% upfront on basically what you signed this article for. You will only pay eBay once they generate the sale for you. Yes, you have heard correctly. eBay, a marketplace with 150 million active users every single day wanting to buy products, is basically going to do the sales for you and finds customers for you because they're being paid 10% only if they make the sale for you. This means you can upload 300 to 500 listings on eBay, promote them all with 10%, and then usually you start seeing 3 to 5 sales every single day coming in with profit margins of around 50 to 55%, meaning your net profits on eBay are around 100 euros, allowing you to see 400 to 500 euros every single day, of course, with the proper structure in place. It's a safe place. People already trust eBay because eBay has generated multiple billions of dollars. Plus, they have safe checkout, meaning if something would go wrong, people could directly get their money back, so you don't need a lot of reviews to actually generate sales on eBay with your e-com product. That's the next important thing. eBay also offers theoretical store customers. So all of the clients that you have on eBay, you can then redirect over to your own store. So all of the platform fees on eBay are basically cut out. This brings us to the next point, which is basically building our own Shopify store. The Shopify store in comparison as an eBay store is going to look much cleaner. As you can see right here, we have different layouts we can use. This, for example, is Lucky Force. He's doing multiple 6 figures every single month selling in the watch niche. This is only being allowed because we have these clean layouts when it comes to a website. You can see eBay as a Kickstarter, but if you really want to scale, we just take these clients from eBay over to our own Shopify store and then really start scaling on the Shopify. As you can see right here, we have different discount actions. We can do different upsells with watch accessories, and in general, it's much more professional, and people will find your own brand much easier over your own domain instead of searching for some eBay store. This means on Shopify, we have the ability to see returning customers over and over again. It's much more long lasting, means if you're actually building a proper brand with your own domain, you will be there for the next decades. The profit margins are way higher because all of the platform fees on eBay are cut out, so profit margins are around 65%. On eBay it's around 40 to 50%. Plus the next thing is, with all of the different trust badges on a Shopify store, you really build more trust than just an eBay store. Don't get me wrong, eBay is a great Kickstarter to do anything to around 10k, but everything above that needs Shopify. That you really understand that this whole structure works. We have a few client results right here. For example, we have Cordy. He did 2k in 4 days, basically 3.2k in revenue, 2k in profits. This guy right here did 4.1k in basically 3 days on a Shopify store. I only worked with him 2 weeks. Drake's, he hit his first 10k month. After 1 week, he posted this on the Discord. This guy right here from the UK did 5k in pounds after 2 months off joining in. They ate 700 pounds. 6 months being active with that, he did 530k. This is basically the same level as Lucky Force right here. And then it just goes on. 1.5 weeks in, 2.2k, 6k day fully off organics, 1.2k day cooking, 7 days, 7.7k, absolutely crazy. And this is what an average day unicorn client looks like that sells in the watch niche with these two phases embedded. There are much more phases that I've break down in prior videos to this one to give you a rough overview. I have a full in-depth video explaining exactly how these phases work. So if you're interested to have a way more in-depth rundown of how exactly you can achieve numbers that I've just shown in the results, simply check out that video. I will just link it right here. For all of the people that want to see these exact results guaranteed with the eBay to Shopify mechanism in the watch space, there's going to be a link in the bio that allows you to directly apply to work one-on-one with me. The best part is when you work directly one-on-one with me, I've done this with 200 plus clients, and the best part is there's a refund guarantee, meaning if it shouldn't work out and you don't see these type of results, which of course will be the case, there would be a contract in writing that says that I would have to fully refund you. So if you're interested to build your own watch brand that's actually going to do multiple 5 to 6 figures depending on how much action you take on this exact brand, simply sign up directly on this link to see if you actually qualify to work directly one-on-one with me. With that being said, boys, if you have any questions in general on how to exactly start this exact business, or any questions in general about this exact business or this exact video, simply go over to my Instagram. It's @SickVivo. Make sure to follow me so you can actually see these requests. And with that being said, boys, see you in the next video. Check out the other videos so you get a much better education. And with that being said, boys, see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.